What up, what up, what up? Welcome to tonight's CTS podcast. I am Mike Atch. Here with me, we have Javon LeBlanc, of course, the head man at Chill Tech.
What's good?
Lord Jesus.
Why is he voguing though?
I don't know where that was. I don't know what any of that was. That was
You
just
better work,
ridiculous.
Jovan.
Work it. Work it.
Wait,
Next up,
yo, you see that bokeh effect? Man, this camera's beast, man. Go ahead, though.
it looks mad fuzzy right now on my end. But next up, we have Christian. Christian, how you doing tonight?
Yeah, what's up? Doing all right. Doing all right. Ready to get it. After 2 weeks, I'm back. We're back.
after an 8-week hiatus.
Still on schedule. No, we're doing good. We're doing good. We got a good roll going.
Yeah.
We're almost as bad as Dormtainment. All right, next up. Next, I can't even. Do we have enough fans to even make fun of them yet? No, we don't.
I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure they're making fun of us right now. All right, and our guest tonight.
Yeah, we gained 1 subscriber.
Oh, nice. Also, as a guest tonight, I don't know if we should even consider him a guest anymore because he makes so many freaking appearances on our podcast. We should just hire him and he could just be a part of Chill Tech permanently.
That's what I'm
We
saying.
have Keon tonight. How you doing?
What up, everybody? I am having some great after-work beverages.
All right. All right.
What type of afterward beverage you got right there?
I got some white Zen, bro.
Oh,
There
hey.
you go.
Right out the bottle. All right.
right.
I see how you do.
All right.
That's clear juice.
And don't play.
All right. Respect. All right, guys. How you guys doing tonight? How was your weeks going?
Doing
It's the
good.
middle of the week.
Yeah.
We're almost
Yeah.
How y'all doing,
Went by
man?
quick. I'm like it was almost too quick. I got work to do at work. And I'm like, what
Yeah.
happened?
Same here. I'm on that a little too quick, but
Right.
It's fine.
Well, it's good. It's good. It's good.
No, I'm glad this week's over, man. It's been a rough one. It's tiring.
Do you
I'm
say
ready for
over?
it to be
I was
Friday.
about to say, you still got 2 days, man.
Wait, what?
Easy.
Is it not Friday?
He's like, wait a minute. What did I say?
Wait,
What
no,
you
it's
drinking
not
over there,
Friday. You mean I gotta go?
Oh.
Wait, you mean to tell me it's not Friday? It's not over yet? Oh my God, it's Wednesday. I hate myself.
He gonna be sleeping in tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm like,
Right.
I
Chilling.
can't wait. It's Saturday.
Oh no.
I go to the gym one day this week, and now I want the weekend. God damn. All right. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about some icebreaker. Let's get our icebreaker done for the night. Our main question for me tonight, guys. What is the latest piece of tech that you guys have bought? Javon, I know he looks super excited to tell you about whatever crap he done bought this week. Come on, go ahead, tell us.
Actually, you know what? Nothing. I had to buy a duplicate item. It's the Logitech UE Boom 2 speaker.
Ew.
I lost my first one for like the whole week last week, and I thought like it was I somehow walked out the house. Till I found out it was at the bottom of my hamper. My son put it there, and
So
I
wait,
bought another one.
you bought another one for no reason.
Essentially, so I was
Like, you can return it, Jovan.
going
You
to
don't have to
return it.
keep
I was going to return it. But I ended up taking one to work, and then I have one at work and one at home.
This guy.
You like how he made the excuse? Like,
Right.
I don't
Like, but I
need to,
didn't have one at work,
but
so-
I can take one to work, even though I'm not supposed to use it at work. But I'm going to use it.
Not an excuse.
All right, Keon, what about you, man? What'd you buy?
The last thing I bought was this little Amazon wand thing.
Oh, you got
snap.
one.
You got
By
one.
the time I tried it, they were already sold out. But I have it on rack.
This one just came out like a week ago. $20, but you get a $20 credit the first time you use it, so that's pretty cool. Has Alexa built in. I can scan anything, or I can just say add this to shopping list. So since it was free, I said, all right, I'll buy it. But if it wasn't free, I don't think I would buy it. It's actually pretty big too. It's like the size of a phone.
All right.
Nice.
I know Christian said you pretty much bought one, so you got it on back order right now.
Yeah, so as soon as they have them available, they'll let me know when they're gonna ship it to me.
The,
Obviously,
ones,
you're not-
the ones that just came out, Christian?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Damn.
You're obviously not as cool as Keon.
I'm not as
He
quick
has
as
one.
you, but I did order it. So
He definitely already has one.
we'll do a video on that once I get it and try it out. See how much stuff I can buy for Amazon.
All right, Christian, tell me you're struggling like me. Tell me you ain't buying no tech this week.
Well, I
because
did
know
buy
I
something
haven't.
because I had some Father's Day money. All
Oh,
right,
snap. There you go.
So
There
I
you
said,
go.
what do I want? So I got an on-hub router.
There you go.
Hey,
The TP Link,
Yeah,
AC
join the club.
1900. So my current router at home is a time capsule from I want to say circa 2007.
Oh wow!
It still works though, though.
So it works. I mean, it's going strong,
That Apple
but I
stuff.
feel like
Yeah,
it's
man,
time
that's-
to time to replace that. So I was very happy. Something more current, something new with some AC.
Yeah.
And
Air conditioning.
get it going, right? Yes.
What was the max? Ooh. The max at that time was 900N, right?
Yeah.
This dude.
Yeah. But back then it was hot stuff.
All right.
It was hot stuff. Yeah. Dual band.
I know, dual band.
Right. Like I was like, what?
Hey.
Yes. So so that should arrive tomorrow via Amazon. So all right, hooking that up soon. Should be good time. So
all right, cool.
That's me.
I haven't bought anything yet. I bought shoes. Those aren't tech. I don't even know why I'm bringing it up. But
they light up. Can you pump them?
I know. Do they light up?
They do nothing technical. They are not self-lacing. You gotta lace them yourself. They do nothing.
They got Bluetooth in it?
I don't know. They got Bluetooth in it?
You got wheels in the bottom.
Maybe you guys don't understand it. They do nothing. They add nothing to my life whatsoever.
No LEDs, nothing, man.
They are literally sitting in a box right
now.
Go
buy some few light strips.
Exactly right. Put the heels on there, James.
So I guess the only thing I could.
Pimp
Shut up, Javon.
Mike Shoes. Our next episode.
No, boy. We should do a Chill Tech episode. What Mike really spends his money on, and just see boxes upon boxes of Jordans.
Stay tuned. You will be shocked.
But no, I guess for my icebreaker, I can basically say I did attend Awesome Con in DC last weekend, Friday and Saturday. I didn't go Sunday because that place probably smelled like straight armpits and shame by Sunday. So just armpits and shame. But it was fun. I didn't get to meet Stanley like I wanted to, but the people who did said he didn't move at all. But it was like being a cameo in his life for once instead of him cameoing in all these movies. So he basically, it was funny. You could take a picture with him, but he was in the same like this the whole time, just leg crossed like this the whole time. Just didn't move. None of those pictures. same pose and everything. And I asked the guy, "Did you check if he was breathing?" And I was like, He said I put my hand in front of his face. He didn't move, so I'm not even sure if he was real at this point in time.
So it was
a wax figure,
wax stand.
Maybe they fooled us.
Played all you guys.
Played them all. You had to pay $130 for that picture, so he didn't even give them away for free. But no, that was cool. We saw a costume contest. My first actual comic convention, so
nice.
I thought it was pretty cool. You could buy stuff. I bought a $59 mystery box that I didn't even open. It's a Star Wars box. Yeah,
you didn't know? How do you? What?
I don't even know. It's a mystery box. Am I supposed to open it? How?
Yes.
It would no longer be a mystery.
You gotta solve the mystery.
Open it.
We still have press passes for Baltimore Comic Con.
So about that, Christian went last year, and yeah, I don't think we're going to that one, but I do suggest we go to MagFest coming in January. Keon, if you want to join us for that, I think you should.
I am not a comic book nerd, so I'll just go ahead.
No, it's not a comic book
thing.
He's like,
that's gonna be a no. That's a hard no. That's gonna be a no.
MagFest is not a comic thing. It's actually the music and gaming festival. So it's a lot of retro gaming, new gaming, and stuff like that. Different concerts and all that. So you don't game either? My bad.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
First of all, this guy live streams game videos.
Call of Duty the only game I play.
I don't hang out with Mike, so
that's basically what he said. He basically like, I don't think you understand. I don't want to be anywhere near you.
Let's go to Google I.O. I hate Google.
What is a Google?
You're like, I only buy iPhone, sir. What are you talking about? I've never had a Google product. Like, oh, let's go to WWDC. I'm only on Android.
He said, I'm Windows Phone, bro.
All the pictures.
I have a Nokia. I have the original Nokia. I'm not hanging out with you.
Blackberry for life. Blackberry for life.
Hey, man. Shout out to BlackBerry, though. Matter of fact, ayo, shout out to Jala.
Pouring out for BlackBerry. All right, let's get into our news for this week. And I am melting because my air conditioner is off. I am dying in here. So let's speed through this news, guys. So first up, for a quick news story, we have the NVIDIA GeoForce prices skyrocket as cryptocurrency miners, I hope he typed this right, miners snap up supply. Now, Javon typed this, so I don't exactly know if this is English or not, but
it is.
It is correct English.
It is correct English? Oh, so that was our game for the night, guys. That was our first game.
Yes.
Javon actually typed. Javon can type.
Yeah, and there's no red underline.
Because Hangouts took away all of our applause, we can't do the applause or sound effects anymore. So we just got to do this. All right, so that's our first thing. I know Javon sent out a news story about this earlier today when we were at work. So what's this about, Javon?
So pretty much there's like this online currency that people are buying because of it's like so last week or 2 weeks ago, AMD GPUs are just like super low price.
Shut up.
Look at me like that. What's going on?
What is happening, Mike?
Mike, shut up, bro.
What's happening right now?
Keon, you made me laugh. All right, go on. Keon made me laugh. Go ahead, keep going. Speed to this news. I'm hot as crap. Come on, let's go.
I don't want to.
What is happening?
No, but
We're off the wheels.
So pretty much this currency is causing just like crazy things to happen right now, and you know when it comes to the pricing of certain technology. Last week or 2 weeks ago, AMD components were so low in price. You can get like the RX, like was it the 580 or the whatever, something like that for like
I think it's 580 and 570.
Yeah, 580, 570 for like some stupid low price, like way lower than the MSRP, like way lower. And as of today, I'm not sure how long this has been happening in the week, but as today, you go to some places like Newegg and stuff, and they're showing, the price of their of the new, essentially new still GTX 1080 graphics cards, 1070s, 1060s at really low prices. We have some prices as low as $30.
Yeah, you sent that out today. You wanted everybody to pick up.
Yeah, man. We're talking about graphics cards that cost probably $200 to $300 for $30.
No, wait, the graphics card prices have dropped? I thought they were rising.
Yeah, I thought it was rising.
That's what skyrocket means, by the way.
Well, when it comes to some things, some of the prices of other things were skyrocket. So some of the AMDs went up, but we're actually seeing cards go down for NVIDIA for some reason as also. Some of the cards are really low. Some like the what is it, the non-Pascal stuff, like the Titan X, the first one, and all that stuff. Those are like at really high prices for some reason also. I'm not sure really what's going on in terms of how this cryptocurrency is affecting everything, but we know that it's shifting our prices like crazy, and now is a good time to buy stuff, or not a good time to buy stuff.
Well, let me help you, Javon. So what's happening is the cryptocurrency, like Bitcoin and some other ones, the values have been just steadily rising.
Okay.
To the point where now more people are saying, hey, maybe I should mine Bitcoins or whatever. So they're buying up all the supply of AMD cards, because AMDs have been seen as kind of the go-to card for a cheap mining rig, right? So they're buying all the AMD cards. AMD cards are now pretty much out of stock, these 570s and 580s, right? So you can't even get them hardly. So what does that mean? It means people now need to buy a GTX 1060 or 1070. And so now it's driving those prices back up. So now they're $20 to $30 above what it was, say, a couple weeks ago. So
I've read that completely wrong then.
Completely wrong. But
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. So it's crazy because it's like it makes you think about, because I saw another article, and it's for about, I think, $2,500 you can build a pretty solid mining rig with the GTX 1060s, and that should net you, again, with current Bitcoin valuation, about $10,000 a year for a $2,500 investment. So this is why people are out there that are now, since it's been spreading, people are now getting out there trying to buy up these cards, build these mining rigs, and make some money back.
So pretty much what I'm getting from you is we have to buy Minecraft and build a really good gaming PC.
Yeah, so basically what you want to do is maximize how much you can mine at a certain wattage use. Okay. So for like the 1060, they're actually not running it at full power. They found the optimum setting where you can maximize how much Bitcoin you can mine for the power output. Because again, you are using up energy if your computer's on, churning through cycles to mine these coins. So it does cost you something. It's not free.
This is why people have to read shit instead of like skimming through things.
Exactly. Yep. This is a lesson in fake news.
That was my first and only alternative fact for the day. Okay, guys, I'm done.
You sent that to me, and I was like, "What?" And I was like, "Nah, that's not what this is."
I don't think it's saying, Javon. Javon, don't buy that. Stop. He's like, 10 GTX 1060s.
You know what? You know what's funny is my instinct took over, and I just ignored the text message when he sent it. I was just like, "Oh, okay," and I didn't.
I mean, I'm looking to. I mean, like it's $30. Like, come on.
Like, wait a minute, this is a lie. No, there's no way this is really real. So I'm just gonna ignore it and go back to work. That's pretty much what I did.
Yeah, I assume he just typed it wrong and he meant what I was saying. I'm like, well,
yeah. All right, we'll figure it out. We're a team. We'll help him out.
Yeah.
All right, Keanu, you have anything to add, or you just gonna go with Javon?
No, just like Christian said, Bitcoin has been going up. I think it's over $3,000 now, or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you go grab your card and start bit mining, bro, it's gonna get you some money.
There you go. Go for it.
I want to ask something real quick. What the hell is the point of this online currency? I just don't get things, man.
Secure,
I feel like
security.
Currency it just doesn't mean anything in general, man. From gold to this shit. I mean,
I would say, yes, security is a part of it, but think of all the things you can do with online currency that you can't with regular. Like you can order stuff that isn't preferably legal. So
I'm just saying you're thinking you can pay ransomware.
That's what I'm saying.
I want to cry.
I can pay ransom. Shut the. Moving on.
How they nasty?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
Man.
But no, there's plenty of uses for it. I mean, not all legal, but you can. Next story we got is Amazon is buying Whole Foods for $13.7 billion. Money that I probably will never see in my lifetime. 13.7 billion, you guys. That's a lot of money. So they're going to buy the Whole Foods brand. What does this mean for Amazon and Whole Foods? Probably not much. It'll still be called Whole Foods, or will they change it to Amazon Presents Whole Foods?
I mean, I'll tell you. Hopefully what this means, because they haven't said pretty much anything except for that they're buying it for like almost $14 billion.
Yeah.
Hopefully this means that like Amazon Fresh will be coming to a lot more places. That's one thing.
That'd be good. Exactly. That would be awesome.
And then the rollout of whatever their storage name is, I forgot what the storage called, but hopefully the rollout would be easier. They can just turn some of these Whole Foods stores, because Whole Foods is already like one of the top names.
Yeah, of course.
So they got like tap to pay and all that stuff.
There's about 400 or so in North America.
Yeah, so it's very techy also.
What I'm hoping for with the integration, or with this new acquisition, remember how Amazon was going to have those actual physical stores where you could just walk in and it's going to charge your Amazon accounts? I'm hoping, what if they could do that with the Whole Foods brand? Like you could just walk in, you don't literally have to be at a register anymore. They'll just charge you.
They did with that one store in Portland, so hopefully,
I'm hoping they do that. I think
that's the whole thing. I think that's the only reason why they bought it, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
but I'm good with that. I want them to do it.
Beyond that,
in lines.
Is you already know the Whole Foods brands themselves are actually quite reasonably priced. So all the other stuff in Whole Foods is super expensive, but the Whole Foods brand stuff
is as with any
very
store.
Good price. So imagine all of a sudden now that is available, as Kian said, Amazon Fresh, Prime Now. All of a sudden I can get 2-hour delivery for my Whole Foods order.
Yeah,
that is huge, and especially if they're able to reduce prices at Whole Foods to really compete. Add that to their delivery, that's gonna start killing some grocery stores real quick. The
best part is if you live in an area like me, where Whole Foods is like 2 miles away from you. This is super convenient. Javon, I don't know how far the one is away from you, but I don't think it's that far away from you.
I'm in the same position. I got one like 5 miles away.
Yeah, it's like this is gonna be amazing. And I also want to say this puts an end to grocery store lines, because I effing hate them. Why do you guys have so many lines, but like one person working the register? It makes me so mad. And then none of your checkouts are working. What the F, Safeway? What the F?
Safeway, never mind. There's the reason right there.
No, but Safeway was cool. You gotta look at this, right? Amazon's competitor, which is Walmart, essentially. They're now walking.
For now.
Well, I mean,
everyone is
Amazon
really.
Well, I mean,
no, I think Walmart's their main competitor. Walmart is still
their main. That's their main competitor, and they're also doing that whole walk into a store, get what you need, and then your phone pays for it when you walk out or whatever. So this is the best way, because Amazon is huge, but Walmart has that per capita around the world. You know what I'm saying? With physical locations, and that's the difference between Amazon's online presence, is that they're still an online company majority of the time, and for having a physical store, being able to have some reputational name behind it, like Whole Foods, it's really good. When you're looking at the brick and mortar location to get these projects up and started. So I think this is a really great move for Amazon. But I think the price of Whole Foods is, for some reason, $13.7 billion. It seems cheaper than what I think it should be worth. Because people buying up WhatsApp, people buying up, all types of companies for hundreds of billions of dollars.
You're tripping.
What?
If I was a company like,
would you think
if I was a company like Whole Foods and somebody offered to buy my company for $13.7 billion, I'm taking it.
But if someone like Facebook or someone walks up to you and say, let me buy your messaging app for $120 billion.
What's wrong with that?
I thought WhatsApp was like $3 billion.
Yeah, it wasn't that much.
It was some stupid high number.
And even that is probably overpriced. If we're going
to be honest, that's a lot of money. They better take that.
I feel like Whole Foods was just worth as a name more than that. I'm serious. It seems low to me for some reason.
No, that is not low.
Remember, they only have 400 stores, and they're mainly based in North America, while it was like global.
Yeah, exactly. That's
so
no.
Difference.
I'm sorry. Now, had they bought it for $13 million, then we'd have a little concern, because I'd be like, Whole Foods. Right. Now you're just being stupid.
Now, keep in mind, there's also the real estate attached to this. So just that's the other piece that now Amazon now has
liabilities,
some additional footprint location,
exactly.
right, where they exist, that they can use as hubs for delivery or whatever.
Exactly. They can put Amazon lockers in Whole Foods now. Look what they're doing. And
then again, the person above Whole Foods is still making money.
Exactly. He's not out of the picture. He's still exactly. Not, just because somebody buys you up, that doesn't mean you're shut out.
Yeah,
I walk out. Shit. Off me $20.
This is why Javon is not a businessman. Remember this, people. Javon is not a businessman.
Shield Tech is on sale. $50 on a Subway gift card, man. We doing it.
We'll make a killing.
If somebody gave us that,
I'm like, done. We'll start over.
Sucker.
Whole new channel.
And then they become super successful. That's usually how it happens. All right, next up. Anybody else have anything else to add?
That's it.
All right. Virgin Mobile goes iPhone exclusive, offering first year of unlimited service for $1. You heard that right. $1. I pray, Javon, that you did your reading on this one. Don't make us wrong on this one. We can't be wrong twice. Don't do this to me right now. So what's this about, Javon? I know this sounds like something you put in here.
Yeah, so pretty much Virgin Mobile is no longer going to be selling Android phones at all.
Okay.
At all. They made a deal with Apple, and they're selling all the iPhone phones that they have available, including upcoming phones, with some subsidies as well, which is interesting. We didn't have subsidies in a while, for a lot of these things, unless you're in some super deep contract. But they're offering that for the Virgin Mobile customers, which I don't know what that even means because who the hell's on Virgin Mobile? That's that's Sprint's.
I had Virgin Mobile when I was in high school.
Like, if you have Sprint niggas, it's like, damn, I feel bad for you, son. Now you have Sprint subsidiary. You're like, man, kill yourself, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean it like that, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like this is not the move you're hoping for. A carrier to come on and go all.
But now people who could never afford an iPhone can actually now afford an iPhone. It's awesome.
Well, here's the thing:
iPhone still costs the same.
You have to buy the phone. You have to buy it for $1 for a year. So it's like,
all right. So correction. Now you're paying $1. You pay $800, but now you only pay $1.
Oh, true.
And after that,
there you go. Now you're
$50
saving money.
Yeah, but then it goes back up to $50.
Right.
You shave time. You shave money. Harry's razors.
Looking at Mike said, you are saving $600 because that's how much the plan would be.
Yeah.
But remember, the plan's also capped. Like, you only get 480 video. It's like that T-Mobile One plan that nobody wanted.
So pretty much what they want to do is sell.
Can you say that again, Keon?
It's 480, bro.
No. Say that last part again. I just want you to
hear the T-Mobile
One plan that nobody wanted. Yep.
Yeah, the T-Mobile One plan that nobody wanted, man.
Thank you. I just want you to thank you for saying that. Thank you.
Anyway,
I just needed somebody else to say.
Is this some inside beef that I'm not a part of?
No, because I have T-Mobile, and they kept trying to get me and my brother to switch that, and I was like, no, I don't want to. Just keep my plan.
Companies want money, man.
No, but the thing is, though, is that obviously Virgin Mobile, they're not going to be trying to push the iPhone 7 or whatever comes. They want to push the iPhone SE. They want to push whatever leftover 5Ss or whatever they have in the inventory, so they can get the cheapest iPhone out there, the 6S. So obviously, this is what they want to do and get people on there. I guess if you're a Virgin Mobile customer, to already have a limited carrier, it's probably best to have one of the best phones available. But I don't think as a company to limit yourself to only high-end phones when a lot of people who go to to carriers with subsidies are looking for a cheaper phone.
Yeah.
So it just seems like kind of a dumb business practice. But who knows what the more to the deal between Apple and Virgin Mobile that we just don't know. So who knows what they could be doing? It could be an Apple MVNO service soon.
It sounds like you give the CEO of T-Mobile some more time. He might come up with some dumb plan like that too.
Hey man, I tell you right now, man. My man John Ledger is the bomb, yo.
Okay, yeah. He's about one more year from going completely insane. He's going to be in a straitjacket by 2019, I promise you. Our next story, of course, is that as Dravon has typed it, Vemon is coming to the MCU.
Vemon? What?
What? Is that a Pokemon that we never caught?
Yes.
No, it's a Digimon, bro. That's a
seriously, we don't know if this is. So I think it's confirmed, but I don't know if it's actually confirmed because Kevin Feige's face when the news was told, he was kind of like, bitch, if you don't shut up. So it's Venom is coming to the MCU. Yeah. His face was priceless. He was just like, really? Stop it. What are you talking about? he's like that husband whose wife just talks way too much. Like, yo, shut up. You're going to get my ass kicked. Stop it. Stop it. But yeah, Venom is coming to the MCU according to a lot of news sources, any geek news source. Keon, I know you have nothing to say to this because you're too cool to ever watch any of these freaking movies.
I watch it. I just don't care about Venom.
I just don't care. So, honestly, I don't care about this movie either because it's like, what's the point? Why is this character of all characters getting its own solo film? It's almost just like we have the character, let's make money. That's what this sounds like to me. So
I didn't. Is this Agent Venom?
No, it's Eddie Brock. It's regular. Yeah, it's literally
regular Venom. See, after act like I know what's going on with the viral.
Yeah, I did. I like how you did that.
I mean, at least we're getting different characters.
I play Future Fight, so I know.
I know a little bit. You know, it's cool.
I dabble a little bit.
I dabble just a little.
I can jump in a little bit. I can just say at least we're getting different characters besides Spider-Man, Superman, Batman. The normal 10 people that everybody knows.
Right.
We're getting past that.
True.
So we're probably going to start getting movies where the characters are like not as well documented.
Well, no, I'm fine with that. But this just seems like a cash grab.
Hey, man.
It just says cash grab all over it. They're like, oh, since we have
still waiting for Squirrel Girl. Tell you right now.
You said what now?
I'm still waiting for Squirrel Girl.
Please no.
Why'd you put that out there? Because now it has to happen.
No, please no.
Now it has to happen.
No. Damn it. Leave me no choices.
This is how we got the last Power Rangers film because Javon, when I first met him, he was like, man, wouldn't it be great if they just remade a Power Rangers film? And what do we have?
So great.
Krispy Kreme presents the Power Rangers.
But next we need VR Troopers, please.
What'd you say?
VR.
Come on. Can we get the Beetleborgs? Can we do a Beetleborg?
Big bad Beetleborgs. Oh my gosh.
We are terrible people.
Trash.
Next up is Google's Project Fi helps you pay your share of the phone bill. My brother needs this. So who put this story in here?
Probably Javon.
Javon again.
So Javon basically just put all the news stories he cared about in
pretty much.
Right now. What do I care about? So what's this about, Javon? What's this about, man?
So pretty much Project Fi, they added a family plan. Was it last year, year before last year, one of those two. And now you can add people via their Google account to pay their share of the bill. So pretty much instead of you paying, $80 or whatever, you can split it up to everyone that's actually on the family plan and they can, spend $50 or $20 or whatever they want towards the bill.
But this also looks like it actually will prorate it per like their actual data use, right? Like and their voice usage.
But there is an option where you can just pay whatever you want towards it.
Interesting.
But you can pay what you use or pay what you want to pay.
Right. So this is really them admitting that it's not really a family plan, right? Like,
yeah,
because if it's a family, then it's not really that big of an issue. It's only if it's like non-family where it's like, okay, you pay what
because that's how people are doing. A lot of people are doing this whole.
Of course.
A lot of people are doing
that's what everyone does.
Because it was a cheaper deal, so.
Yeah, this makes a lot of sense. I wish all companies would actually do this.
Same. It's actually really good thing.
All right.
It's funny how Project Fi is like so well. We got no phones to sell.
Keon, you got anything to add?
I'm on an individual plan, so it don't really do anything for me.
I
don't have Google Fi, so
now this next one came
all by myself.
All right, next up, our last bit of news for tonight is that the Uber CEO has finally stepped down.
Oh, what a dumpster fire that is.
Yeah. So Travis, I can't pronounce his last name.
Kalanick.
Is it Kalanick? He basically resigns, stepping down as the CEO for Uber. Wonder if he's just tired of all the controversy, just done. He can't take any of this crap anymore.
I mean, it's his fault, right? He's yelling at people. His whole company culture is toxic. Like, people in the board meeting to talk about sexual harassment are saying sexual harassing things. Like,
yeah,
it's
cray.
Every week is another terrible Uber story.
Yeah,
he hired like some kind of like life coach to help him not be a jerk. Like, they brought in like extra executives try to help him. It's been crazy. And so
meanwhile Lyft is just
this has been Mike running
picking up. What'd you say?
This is Mike running Uber essentially.
Shut the what? All right. So what Javon means by this is that, as many people tell me at my current job now, is I am a walking HR complaint. I say what I want when I want. I do what I want when I want. I walk out when I damn well want most of the time. I just do.
I can see that.
Yeah, I'm an asshole. That's just what I am. I'm known as that in the office. Look, guys, look. I've lived a long life, okay? Long 27 years, okay? I can do what the fuck I want. But no, you're right, Javon. You're right. This dude, that he has like no filter. With me, I actually, at least the stuff I do is kind of funny, and I don't do it to be a jerk. This dude was literally being a jerk. He just was. And, meanwhile, Lyft is still picking up people just like, keep picking up. Please, keep going on, Travis.
Yeah.
Get Lyft in more areas, please.
Yeah. I mean, Uber COO already left, was it last week, week before?
Week before last.
Yeah, also, there's also the controversy of the Waymo thing where the guy came from Google and stole secrets to help Uber develop self-driving cars. Yeah. Like, it's like, what else could they do? And don't they realize that Lyft has the exact same thing?
They could have started a kidnapping ring.
Taxi cabs now are coming out with apps that do the same thing. So y'all slip up one more time and we don't need you anymore.
Well, I still use Uber. I kind of don't want them to go.
I deleted Uber.
I let it go. I don't care about controversy. If anything, I'll download your app because they're controversial. I'll still use it because if you're getting the more news stories, I'll keep using it. I'm just
they're trash. Like if Lyft wasn't an option or something else wasn't an option, then I might be be convinced to use it. But
Lyft isn't in my area. Okay.
Yes, it is. Okay. Yes, it is. All these drivers do both at this point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's the same drivers. It's just
I don't see pink mustaches in Silver Spring. Okay, I don't see no pink mustaches in Silver Spring.
They don't use those anymore.
So anybody else got anything to add to this? Y'all care about Uber? Nobody, everybody.
I like Uber. I'm not gonna stop using them.
That's what I said. I'm like, F it. Keep fucking up.
That's what they're banking on.
I just use whoever costs the cheapest to go where I need to go. Like I don't really don't care if
he's like blood diamonds, whatever. Whatever, man. Like African slaves. I like sweatshops. Just give me the shoes. Just give me the cheap. Whatever. Like give it to me. Just give me all the stuff. I don't even care.
Christian, you basically have described me and Keon perfectly because you're right. We don't care.
Like whatever. Like is it cheap? Then I'll give it to me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna buy it. I don't care how many kids died to get
I
don't know them.
Why did he call labor?
Not my kids. What do I care?
It's not my wife at that company. It's not my mom.
They not messing with my money. I'm good. I'll keep using it.
Not my
any money. If Keon worked for Apple, he'd be like, listen, those nets at Foxconn gotta go. He's it's too much of a cost right there.
Like whatever.
Not my problem. You don't keep getting calls, right?
Whatever. We can find more. There are millions of there are billions of them. We can just hire more. It's fine.
There's billions.
There's something everywhere.
All right, let's get into our main topics for the night. Two big recent tech releases recently. Let's get into the mobile first. Basically, we're seeing it all over YouTube now. We got tons of people already getting out the devices for reviews. Chill Tech isn't big enough to get that yet, so we got to buy one. But the OnePlus 5, man, I got to admit, if I had the money, I'd be buying one right now. This is an amazing phone, guys. Keon, you disagree?
I don't fully agree. Let's say that.
You disagree? So what don't you like about? Well, let's go into what's your? Yeah, let's talk about this. Javon, you got all the specs down. What's going on with this phone, man? Give us the rundown.
All right, so pretty much the OnePlus 5 just released. It is the fourth phone from OnePlus. Although it's the fifth phone technically, but it's the fourth phone.
Fifth phone.
Oh, it's OnePlus 1, OnePlus 2, OnePlus 3, X. 6 phones then. So it's a 3T, the X, 3T, 5. Yep.
They don't do 4 because it's another line of their phones.
It's another phone.
Yeah. It's another phone.
Another phone from OnePlus. They're no longer the startup company anymore. They used to.
Can we not be wrong anymore tonight, please? I don't want to be wrong.
Yeah, man.
Why are you saying we though?
I don't want you to be wrong anymore. I need you to stop being wrong. You're making us look bad as a unit right now, and I don't like it. I'm gonna need you to be right for once.
I was holy shit. I don't give a fuck. So pretty much though, OnePlus doing what they do best. Specs. You know, they pack more specs on the phone than Samsung. They're like, listen, you know, we're like, listen, you want specs? We got specs. They throw
Wait, are you sure they pack more specs than Samsung? Wait, are you sure?
Mike, let him talk. Just let him talk.
Listen,
Yo, Javon dropping bars. Like,
besides
more specs than Samsung.
Listen.
I'm ready.
I don't follow phones as much as Javon does.
Besides two things on the phone, which is 4x4 Waymo and have a higher resolution display. Nothing else is higher than is higher.
But why? I mean, I'm not. We got.
So first let's go over, right? We have the Snapdragon 835, which is the new 10 nanometer process phone. We have the GPU, the Adreno 540. It has either 6 or 8 gigs of the brand new LDDR4 X RAM, which is the low energy RAM, really really efficient. Only phone right now currently with that right now. We have the 64 and 128 gigs of storage with the new UFS 2.1, and it has like dual lane channel memory, so it's really really fast storage, fast available. Only the first one went out in the market with that right now with the dual channel memory. It has a 1080p AMOLED display, which some people think is bad. I think it's fine. Gorilla Glass 5, 2D glass. It has USB-C. Headphone jack, a smaller battery than last year for the 3T, a 33 milliamp hour battery, but people say that's okay because it's the more efficient components and will make up for the battery loss.
Who
has
they? I said who they. I just did a DJ Khaled thing.
All right. Sorry. Has Bluetooth 5.0 and high quality Bluetooth audio playback. And this year the big selling point is the dual cameras on the back. It has a 16 megapixel rear primary and a 16 megapixel telephoto lens, which can do iPhone type dual camera lens photos. And
you said
bokeh and zoom.
You said it's both of them are 16?
No, one's 16.
One is 16, one's 20 in the back.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's what you said. You said both of them were 16.
So the front camera is 16 also.
No,
the front camera,
the
back camera is 16.
Back cameras are 16 and 20.
And 16 and 20, right? Yeah, and one is the top photo, which is the 20 megapixel. So pretty much you can zoom in by times 2, without using digital zoom, or you can get a bokeh effect, like a portrait photo, whatever you want to call it. So that's all the spec, which is this crazy spec wise. That's the OnePlus 5. Yeah.
Now let's get into the price, because the pricing is the main killer for me right now. Because I like the OnePlus models for being on the cheaper end. Not to say this is crazy expensive. This is not a crazy expensive phone.
Yeah.
It's not. I think the 64 was 4 something, and then
430.
479.
479, and then the 128 was 529.
Oh, you talking about the 5? Yeah.
Yeah, 528, 529. I think the OnePlus 3 was not that expensive.
The
3T wasn't. Huh?
The 3 was 399, and then the 3T was 439, 479.
Okay, and I got the 64 gig, so you're right. Maybe it is about the same. But I like these phones for being of the cheaper brand, but I guess the old adage, you're getting more, so you're going to have to pay more.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the price, but look, it's got decent specs. I kind of want to get one. I'm a fan of the OnePlus family. Keon, I want to get into why you think. No, I honestly, I want to know. So what do you honestly think about this phone? Do you think it's worth it for, let's say, somebody who hasn't had a OnePlus before? Do you think this is the phone that would get somebody to turn, or should they just get a OnePlus 3T?
No.
If they want to switch to the family. So what would you suggest?
Well, I have a lot to say about the OnePlus. OnePlus has been growing over the past 3, 4, 5 years.
Yeah.
Their first phone was only $250, $299 in price, which now they're selling $500 phones. So they've definitely been growing, but the quality of their phones have been growing. So that's just it's just bound to happen. The OnePlus 5, I'm not excited about. Let me say that. It's not that I think it's a bad phone just yet. I'm just not excited about it, and I don't have too much faith in it. A lot of people have their reviews already, such as like KBHD, Austin Evans, a lot of people on YouTube. They're saying the camera, while good, is not pixel
amazing
level or galaxy level, which of course, which of course.
Yeah, well, I mean, we all see that. The 3T wasn't.
Yeah, you're not paying pixel money, so like.
But they're saying that is really a lot of hit or miss, which is like the main issue with it. In bright sunlight outside or bright indoor lighting, very bright. Fine, pictures are going to be perfect, but that's any phone. It's the low light.
Exactly. When the low lighting counts, this phone.
The low light
I can tell you from the OnePlus 3T, you're not going to get great low light shots. You're not.
Which it depends on who you are, whether that matters to you. The RAM, 6 gigs and 8 gigs, is not for me. It's not necessary. The OnePlus 3, when it first came out, the 6 gigs of RAM that it had was actually slowing the phone down than phones that had 4 gigs and 3 gigs.
Marshmallow.
Yeah, well, the Marshmallow too. So it's just like throwing 8 gigs of RAM at me. I don't really care. It's not. I'm not. If I were to buy the phone, I wouldn't buy that phone anyways. Buy that model anyways. And then it's not waterproof, which is another thing that I feel like a lot of phones nowadays not necessarily should be, but that's more of a selling point than saying 6 gigs or 8 gigs of RAM. And then the OnePlus 2 is not receiving Android N, which is kind of
that's the big thing I know right now for me too. It makes me lose faith in their promises,
because the 3T hasn't been out for a year yet, and they say it's going to receive O, which is going to be like the year mark, but will it receive P? Will these phones get updated in after 2 years? That's what I want to know. And as far as customer service, apparently OnePlus has bad customer service. I don't really mind that much, because I don't call customer service too much
exactly.
on my phone.
But they've gotten way better than what they used to be, though.
Yeah, the company as itself has gotten better. Yeah. I just don't know if this is the phone that I would want.
Okay, no, I'm glad we have like somebody from the opposite side of the spectrum, because we don't want to be one-sided here. We need to get get varying opinions.
And then my girlfriend's looking for a phone. The phone she has now is a budget phone. She's buying a high-end one now. But when she first told me this, I went through looking at budget phones. And right now it looks like the Moto G5 or X5 or whatever.
That would be a better budget phone.
That seems to be like a better budget or the go-to budget phone to get. Yeah. Or I would agree. A 3T, because that's probably going to go down in price.
Yeah, after this comes out, it will.
It might go $399, like how the original 3 was. But the thing is, though, is that my only thing with OnePlus is just support down the road. How they support the devices, because starting with the original OnePlus One, which I guess I owned every OnePlus except the 3T. The 3, and it didn't make any sense. But with the whole CyanogenMod came in as their software provider. We all know how that turned out. But when they went over to OxygenOS the first time at 1.0, they promised that it would get Marshmallow after Lollipop dropped, and it never received Marshmallow. And then they said the 2 is going to get Nougat, and it never received it. So far with the 3 and the 3T, they've kept up their word with everything they've said. But just like before in the original OnePlus 1 and 2, timelines has also been kind of skewed off. They're like, listen, we'll get it by sure, no doubt, Q3, or sure, no doubt Q1 of so-and-so. And it may miss a week or 2 or a month or whatever. That's okay. But when you start dropping support for a phone within 2 years of someone buying the phone, which is typical 2-year use. A lot of people still upgrade phones every 2 years. Not everyone's like us, and they want to buy a new phone every 6 months. So the big thing is, if you're buying now a $500 phone, essentially, or a close to $500 phone, are you going to get guaranteed automatic updates? Now, granted, if you're a techie, which I think this phone is still only for the techies. This is an enthusiast phone. This is not for Joe Schmo or anyone looking to just get an Android phone. I mean, although it's stock Android and it's easy to use, this phone is catered as a Nexus phone in a sense, where the community's behind it. You can upgrade this phone. You can root this phone. There's 1,000 different ROMs for this phone. You're going to get more support as a developer for this phone than someone who's buying a Pixel or a previous Nexus phone. This is the enthusiast phone. So with that in mind, if you look at this phone as an enthusiast phone, there's really no faults with this phone.
Well, I don't think Keon was saying there are any faults with it. I think he's coming to the point where if you're going to come out with a newer device, yeah, exactly.
I'm looking at it both ways, because as a consumer phone, I'm saying it's not going to be the consumer phone. Yeah. As a developer phone, it's not bad. It could be better. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly. That's what I think. That's what I'm with you on that, because I was hoping the OnePlus 5 would literally floor everyone. Like, this is going to be legit, because they hype this. Let's not lie and say they have not been hyping this. Specs wise, it is, but I'm just saying I thought they could do something big. Like, I thought they were really going to floor people when they announced this phone, like full on. And this does not floor me. Yeah.
So when were you guys last floored by a phone, though? Like, honestly.
Well, for me,
let's be real.
For me, that's one of the things that I have been thinking about for phones lately, which is why if you ever look at my reviews lately, a lot of them aren't phones anymore, because a lot of these phones nowadays don't have a certain wow factor
anymore, because they all look the same now.
Well, not even just
the same shape.
They don't have a thing. Like, the Pixel had its camera, the best camera in the whole world. So cool. iPhone, it's an iPhone, whatever. But like the Galaxy S8, for me, that didn't have a wow feature. It had the screen, but the screen was already done before. It had the design already done before. The G6 doesn't have a wow factor. Now, those phones are fantastic, but why am I just jumping to get it on day one?
You think the whole phone game has now become like,
it's become a little stale?
Yeah,
it's become a little stale
because nobody has I don't want to say gimmick, but they have nothing that's really like, I have to have this.
Every phone nowadays is just like,
hey, man, you can squeeze your U11. Right?
What'd you say?
You can squeeze your U11.
You are.
That's not a fighting
But
feature.
and then another thing Keon hit on is it's 2017. Why are we not making the waterproof thing a fucking standard now? This is ridiculous. Yeah. This should be a standard by now. I think 4K should be a standard, but I think that would have been a great addition. This was your chance to add this on to the OnePlus 5.
I think it's battery life.
That's the problem.
Wait, you're screen or camera?
No, I'd rather have the camera than the screen. Okay. The screen would take way too much.
It has a 4K camera though, doesn't it?
No, I don't. Does it have?
I think it does 30 FPS at 4K.
Yeah.
Does it?
I just remember Sony.
And a few phones this year are not getting 4K in the front sensor as well. Like the Essential phone getting 4K in the front sensor.
Okay, so but
still,
that's
I think this is where I think OnePlus is, where I know what they're doing. This for the enthusiast, right? Honestly, the 1080p split display at 5.5 inches is quality. I mean, Apple's still doing it with the 5.5. It doesn't make sense, honestly. And from a battery standpoint, if you're not going to make the battery really big, to not put a super high res display, but when you pack in every spec under the hood and you're selling it as this is the phone that has every spec under the hood, I would just rather them do what Sony does and put a 4K display on there and let it scale down to 1080p. You know what I'm saying? Just because you can say that it has it.
But then what about them? They are hyping up the camera as this is the best camera since sliced bread, and then all the reviews I'm hearing saying.
Right.
Now, did you watch the keynote for OnePlus?
I didn't, because I already had a NDA, so I knew it was going to happen.
Yeah. So I watched the keynote, and when I was watching it, they were very careful about how they describe their stuff. A lot of things they're very Apple-ish. And this is the best camera ever on a OnePlus
we've
phone.
created.
on our phone. Yeah, exactly. Apple always does that.
Yeah, Apple's like, this is the best ever. It was the first time ever for an iPhone. You're just like, yeah. We get it. But the thing is, though, is that what I'm seeing, though, from the OnePlus is that they also are trying to really push this phone as the consumer phone, because they're now, talking about all their retail locations, physical brick and mortar stores, and carrier partners that they're working with. Which now when you say that all the phone this is lacking from and all the concerns you have as a consumer phone, they're pushing this no longer. Well, they're saying it's still the enthusiast phone, but they're pushing this phone as a consumer phone.
Yeah, they are pushing it better.
You know, so it makes you think: did they learn from their mistakes? For one, when it comes to support, and also they saying that now that when it comes to Oxygen OS, they're no longer supporting 2 different models like they did before with the Chinese OS version and the US. Everything is one version, one SKU. One band, everything. So
they did good with the pop-up shops because that does spread awareness. If you just happen to be walking by, you say, "What's OnePlus? Let me go see what they're doing." But they still are not offering the Verizon LTE band, which is huge for the US. I know it's not huge for anybody else, but
no. But I agree. They should. That should be a thing now.
So they weren't transparent at all. Actually, when it came to when they said that they had a global a band phone, everyone's thinking it works for any carrier everywhere. This is why I felt like
terminology, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I think we're all in agreement that this isn't the phone we thought it was going to be, but it's kind of like thanks. Thank you for giving it to us.
Yeah, I am curious as to what you guys thought about this dash charge. Like, as far as is that a unique feature, and is that an actual selling point?
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I think it's a good selling point. However, I don't think for the average consumer they'll really care about it too much yet because they haven't. I honestly, when Javon told me about it, I was like, okay, thanks.
It's definitely a nerd thing to get excited about.
Yeah, exactly. I was just like, all right, Javon.
It,
he was literally sitting here. Watch, you can literally see it charging. Just sit here. No, he said like, Javon, okay, just chill.
It's true. It's real. You'll notice it, but it's like a nerd thing to get excited about.
Exactly, and I'm just like, yeah, it's cool. It's nice. It's nice to have. It's like street light.
I asked because
it's like street light.
Fast charging. How fast do we need the phone to charge anyway? Right, like
it's convenient. Don't get me wrong.
You know what I mean? It is, but how often do you need? I need to turn my phone to max in the next 15 minutes. Like I mean, like that's not really a thing. Like I'd rather you just give me a better battery versus full charge in 2 seconds. Like
I'm not gonna lie to you. Playing Future Fight, yo, that kills this battery.
Every day. Oh my goodness.
Yo. So you know what? Dash charging has saved my life so many times. Oh snap! I got a meeting in 15 minutes. Let me plug this phone in.
Future Fight will kill your battery like what? It's ridiculous.
No, I guess I'm in disagreeing with you guys on that. I don't think it's a good selling point. However, it's a nerd thing. Like I really care less.
I think it's a quality of life thing. When it comes to dash charging, the way that it's supposed to be used, because a lot of people still do the bad thing with their phone where they leave it to charge overnight for 8 hours. That's not really good for your phone. But now there's things in place now where some phones will start discharging a little bit and recharging a little bit back up again. Most modern phones can do that. But at the end of the day, good battery practices will tell you don't need to keep your phone plugged in 24/7. So the cool thing about dash charging is that the way that the 3T and the 3 battery life was, it was good enough to really last you throughout the day. But whenever you really needed your phone for something extra, like I say, you're like driving home or whatever, a lot of times that dash charging will get you to full. And then, instead of plugging your phone overnight, you let it sit. And if you get up in the morning, you're like, oh crap, I forgot to charge my phone yesterday. Then you plug it in real quick while I brush my teeth and whatever, and you unplug it, it has enough juice to kind of really last you throughout that, big chunk of time. So I think as a life feature, if someone you're not supposed to really keep your phone plugged in for long, and it doesn't have wireless charging or anything like that. So you might as well just have a feature where you plug it in really quickly, you take it out, you do your thing, and life moves on. You don't really think about your battery life as much about dying every little second you're plugging it in for like a brief, 15 minutes or so.
All right, I think we're beating a dead horse at this point. We're all in agreement. Look,
buy
thank you,
OnePlus 5.
OnePlus. I think I'll wait for the OnePlus 5T in November.
No, honestly, do you think this year they will?
Yes, they will. It brings them money. Yes, they will. I hope they don't. But Keon, real talk.
How about the OnePlus 5X?
I do want a new X. Like that X was
perfect
nice.
segue into talk.
I'm trying to help.
I don't want perfect segue.
I don't want that X though.
All right, so perfect segue. This is our next big tech release. Well, it's not being released yet, but it was talked about at E3 last week. The Xbox. I'm going to call it Scorpio from this point on. I'm not going to call
Xbox,
it
that. Xbox.
I don't want to call it that. It's so stupid. They should have just kept it as Scorpio. It would have been fine.
It's the Xbox 110. How about that? Is that better?
Xbox 110. That sounds even dumber.
Is it X or is it 10?
It's supposed to be
bro.
10, right? Wasn't it supposed to be 10? That was calling it X?
You're not going to go to 360 to 110, bro. That's not how that works.
So you go to 360 to 1? That's how that works?
It's 1 space 10.
Like,
not 110.
Come on, son. Like, come on, son. 360 to 1 because that makes sense.
Like Windows 10
has a fraction
to
of
110.
The 360 had.
What'd you say?
Because that's a fraction of the games the 360 had.
There you go. That's probably why they did call it. You're right about that. That's all right. Xbox, Microsoft, let's talk. Your exclusives, you're losing, bruh. Sony got way better exclusives than you right now. I'm sorry.
Sony's killing it.
Yes. Yo, I wanted to talk about the Sony conference, but we don't have enough time for that. But so let's talk about this Xbox One Pro.
Can I read the specs real quick?
Yeah, let's go over the specs. Christian, you want to go off? Or who wants to go over the specs?
I want to go over the specs.
All right, Keon, go ahead. Go.
I'm gonna do it better than Jovan.
Oh.
So you got this new One Xbox One, people. We got the new One Xbox. Better than last year's Xbox. We've got 8 gigs of flash memory and 1 terabyte of HDD storage with 12 gigabytes GDDR5 RAM. That's a lot bigger and more than last year's. So it's going to do everything bigger and better than last year. 6 teraflop GPU. Don't know what that means, but last year was 1.5. So it's better. 4K, ultra high definition, Blu-ray optical disc drive. So anybody that's still paying $100 for a movie to get them in Blu-ray, you can watch them in 4D. Look at that. But it's not really. Please don't.
Nice shade you just threw on like America right now. You just threw so much shade on America right now.
4K
for you
Game
idiots
DVR.
still buying physical media.
I mean, hey, 4K Game DVR, 4K Ultra HD. So all the games are in native 4K if they can support native 4K. That's pretty nice. You got HDMI, you've got HDR10 support, DTS 5.1, which is all your audio stuff. You got dual band Wi-Fi. You got direct home Wi-Fi. You still have your IR blaster for the remotes because the Xbox is more than just a game system. And all of this in a small package of $500. But hold on to your money because the game won't be out till November 7th. But yeah. There you go.
Like most consoles, they don't come out till around the Christmas rush. They
I'm actually mad he did it better than me too. Oh, man, I got numbers. Have a nice time. We'll see you next time. Bye.
You can't just read numbers.
You're
about to pull the plug.
You see how Keon had charisma? Did you see that?
Yeah, I guess something right.
I'll do better on the phone because I don't care about Fox, but yeah.
So, what's the big thing here? Do you guys think that this is worth the $500?
I feel like
do you think it should be priced
about this?
I feel like we have had this argument because I really don't think it's worth it.
I guess here's the question. I think it's worth $500 for what you get. But I don't want to pay $500 for a console. I think that is the problem. It's worth it.
You think that's what we're thinking right now? It's just like we don't want to pay the $500.
Yeah, like it's worth $500. I just don't want to pay $500 for a console.
I'm not disagreeing with you. That's the problem. I'm not disagreeing. I don't want you to think I'm disagreeing with you, Christian. I think you're well on right now as to why I want to pay this. I don't want to pay this. Maybe you're right. It is worth $500, but Mike is not paying that money. I don't want to pay for this.
And I think that's going to be the problem compared to the PS4. Like that's what happened the first time they brought these out. Xbox One, PS4. PS4 is cheaper. And it just took that lead and maintained it and kept adding games, but it just maintained the lead.
You're right. It's still maintaining that lead.
And now they're doing the exact same thing. Well, our console is better. Okay, it's better. You know what I mean? Like
can you get more exclusives though?
4K is nice. 4K is nice.
Anthem ain't coming out till 2020.
Right. Looks nice.
You know, like
nice.
I think they are too far ahead as far as what people actually need to play games. 4K is nice. 4K is amazing. But 4K, I think, is still for enthusiasts for the most part as far as console gaming. I think we're still waiting for more people to actually get 4K television sets. The price is coming down. They're way cheaper now, but I don't think a lot of people have replaced their 1080p sets yet. So getting this console is like, okay, I'll get it now, and then I'll get my 4K television next year. So why buy the console now? Why not just buy the Xbox One S, which is way cheaper?
$200.
And then a couple of years, then I'll get the Xbox One X, which would be cheaper by then.
Or
anyway.
you just get the next generation system. That's
or just wait.
doing
And
next
again, all the games are going to be cross compatible for the next several years anyway.
Yeah, I would wait for the next gen, because you know what my disappointment is with this is I was expecting something major to change the gaming atmosphere, and this really doesn't. No, but they hyped it. Remember last year E3, they were just like, "Oh, Project Scorpio."
Yeah,
I mean, it's gonna be amazed.
It is what they said. It's what they said. But this is also kind of how I felt about the Pixel phone, right? Like, the Google come up with their phone, here it comes, and then the price, and you're like, "But
what am I? What is this?"
You know what I mean? Like, that's not
exciting.
Like, okay, so you're giving me a phone that's worth what you're trying to be for it.
Come back to the same argument that tech has now become so mad. Like, you get it, and you're just like,
we want a deal. If it's not a deal, then we don't really care.
That's what I think that's the difference. Where I'm telling you right now, this is a deal, and here's why I'm saying this is a deal.
Hold on. You said this is a deal?
This is a great deal. Though. Dang. This is a great deal.
This is a deal.
And here's why, right? They didn't announce it at the show, but if you there's two things you gotta notice, right? The teraflops amount, and there's something else that came out with the teraflops. That was at the Apple event. That was the iMac Pro, right? Why? Because they're going to be running the same AMD Vega GPU.
Okay.
So it's going to have equivalent power to the GTX 1070 and 1080. So let's forget about 4K. You said 4K, not everyone has 4K. Fine. What they did announce, though, is that games that are running at 1080p can scale up to past 120 frames per second, which we don't have that. There's no downscaling. Like if you buy the PlayStation 4 Pro with that has like 3 teraflops or 4 teraflops in it, which is really good and great for some 4K games, but not every game can natively run at 4K. Xbox is giving you not an upscale version of the game, but a native 60 frames per second 4K game. And that's unheard of at the price point. And the reason why is because to get a gaming computer with equivalent specifications, you're spending at bare minimum $800 to $900 to get that kind of GPU performance. So Xbox is selling a GPU with the free console, essentially. They're selling you a GPU with a free console.
I don't know. What I want to say is, in the way I'm looking at this as, I have a PS4. I don't have anything 4K. Nothing in my house.
Neither do I. Well, no, I got a 4K TV.
I don't have a 4K. I went out this year and bought a TV that was not 4K just because it was cheap. It was like 50-inch for $100. Like, why not? You know. But for me,
I like this man's logic.
For me, gaming is not about. And I know it's gonna sound weird, but I don't need to run the best system, have the best internet, and I don't play on TVs just because I do like having that sort of latency issue fixed. But I play a lot for fun. I play kind of competitively, but not like I'm not going to like a gaming conference or anything like that. Yeah. I just play because aggression and whatnot. So I don't need 4K. I don't need the most teraflops. I don't need the most highest RAM. That's why I haven't bought a PS4 Pro yet, just because for me it doesn't serve any real purpose. It's just going to make my games look better, but it's not going to make me have more fun. It's not going to make me any better, and I just don't need it. So that's why my thinking about the Xbox One X is, yes, it's a better system. Yes, it has 4K, and it's going to be awesome. But with Xbox One, you don't have as many exclusives. Yep. And, you know, people are buying 4K TVs. Like, the 4K rate is going up because the prices are going down.
Oh, yeah, dramatically.
But, like, you also have this thing. You also have your Xbox One S that came out not even a year ago. That's $200. So
I would rather get that.
Yeah, if you're getting a similar experience, $200 system, why go out and buy $500 Xbox One?
So I think you guys are saying that it's worth the price, but you're saying I don't think you guys don't think that people should just drop everything and get this one when there are other options out there.
When it comes to games, right? And we're talking about a gaming console. Xbox is more than a gaming console. So essentially, if you're looking at games. Right, and the gaming platform. The reason why PlayStation is doing so well is because they have the games. People want to play the games. Xbox past Xbox One launch titles, and even a year or two afterwards, there weren't many major heavy hitters. And a lot of the things that drove people to Xbox during the 360 days was first dibs on Call of Duty. Although the Call of Duty numbers are shrinking really, really, really hard right now, there's still a lot of diehard players who will buy a console dedicated for those free and those fast updates. Now, with that said, what we did see from Microsoft was a bigger emphasis on games. So I'm not talking about the conference in general, but talking about just the Xbox One X, and they're showing which games will upscale, will not upscale, will get the native update to a 4K gaming, or be able to take full advantage of the hardware. So a lot of them are past titles like the Halo series, and what is it? Another Quantum Break game or whatever. But they did say that they're going to be getting a lot more games. They said up to 200 titles with the Windows ecosystem, where you can buy a game for PC or for your console and share the same exact experience. Be able to play with your friends, being able to have one game and work on two different physical pieces of hardware, which is a really big deal for Microsoft, and that's an advantage they have to sell the console. The next big thing, like I said, is this developers having the freedom to write games and have it just port over to a console without having to worry about downscaling things, or because if you just get people develop games, they're developing on these 1080 machines, on these beast, Titan X, graphics cards, and they have all this. But the computer that they're building this game on is essentially going to be closer to the hardware they're developing on. So you're going to be able to get more, better detail and true to life games on the Xbox One X. Where I feel like this, people are going to start wanting to build better games for the Xbox, because now you can actually push the hardware. The PlayStation had an advantage out the box with hardware. So if as a developer you want to build better games for whatever has the best hardware, PlayStation 4 had good hardware, but outside of Horizon, nothing really was no one else really wrote anything big for it, because it was still limiting for what they're touting. Being able to play games at 1080p at 100 frames per second, 120 frames per second, and then play games at 4K at 60 frames per second. As a developer, any game that you write is going to look dramatically better, and you're going to sell your game because you're able to present it as as the best looking game, or blah blah blah. And you saw the way Anthem looked. The game looked great on its own. That's a game that sold you by its graphics. We don't know shit about the gameplay, really. You know what I'm saying? But it looks so good that they're like, hey, Xbox One will run this game at 40 frames per second. I'm sorry, 60 frames per second at 4K.
Looks like a better Destiny, honestly.
I mean, I hear you, John. So here's an example I get. So
after the whole filibuster, that's all I got was Anthem.
Right.
So confused. I was like, wait, what? We talk about development. Wait, how do we get here?
Yeah.
What just happened?
He's hype.
He was hype.
So let's think about cars, right? So what's the average price for a car? Let's say
24,000. Let's say 24,000.
So let's say Tesla makes an amazing car that you can get for 50,000, right? Like it's got everything you would ever want.
Okay.
Yeah.
That car is only going to sell, but so many models, right? Because it's $50,000. Even if it's the most amazing car ever, at 50,000, automatically you box out a huge group of people. The people that buy it are going to be happy with it, and they're going to love it. And it's going to be high reviews, amazing, self-driving, all the stuff. It's great car, but no one's going to buy it except for a few people that can afford to buy, again, the first model of this great car at $50,000. Or if it was $30,000, a little bit above the average, you're going to get everyone and their mama trying to buy this car, even if it doesn't have, say, self-driving, but has all the other stuff, right? Because, again, self-driving is a ways off, so not having it isn't a problem now. And I think a lot of the features in the Xbox One X are great features, but people would be happy to not pay for it and to have closer to what they really want, maybe a slightly better Xbox One S that can play 4K and be slightly better for a much cheaper price. Because I feel like having the One S here hurts the Xbox 10X a lot.
Yeah, I definitely.
Because I can get a decent 4K experience to tide me over until I upgrade my whole entertainment system to 4K. And then I go out and get the real 4K console, whatever is out at that time.
Do you think Microsoft is expecting to push 25 million Xbox One X's? Like,
why would they want to, though?
Because there's market demand. PlayStation didn't go out there saying the only SKU PlayStation to buy is the PlayStation 4 Pro. They released that like 5 months after the Slim, because like exactly what Christian said. The people want to be able to just play the game, get the core gaming experience, and the One S is that core gaming experience because it's slightly upgraded graphics compared to the original one, thinner profile, cooler system, whatever. It's an upgrade, right, from the one. And people who want to game on the Xbox, play the games with their friends, play games that look good. You know what I'm saying? The One X still looks good as a console, and essentially it's more powerful than the PlayStation 4 Slim. So I mean, if you're looking for just a console for a game that looks good, gaming, all the other jazz, and the core experience and for Microsoft ecosystem, that's the One S. That's the flagship, console that they're going to be selling, 50 million of those during holiday season. When it comes to the X, they know their price. This isn't a niche product like the Pro. The Pro is still a niche product. People who buy the Pro are looking for the best of the best.
And the One X is definitely, I will say the One X is definitely better than the Pro.
By far.
It's
not even a contest.
Calm down, Christian.
I mean,
it's really not.
By hardware, there is no comparison right now because you're comparing the hardware of the One X to PCs.
But where y'all exclusives at, huh? Okay, then.
Right. Well, exactly. And that's kind of the point.
That's the good thing about Microsoft.
Jesus, we didn't got off the rails, and we're at our hour. So can we get final thoughts on the tech that we reviewed tonight? One plus 5. What do we think?
Everybody, we don't.
2 thumbs up, 2 thumbs down. Let's go, everybody. Javon, 2 thumbs up.
Ooh.
2 thumbs up. All right, Christian. What about you?
I mean, it's a phone.
So you're giving it 1 thumb. You're like, that's it.
It's a decent phone for a decent price.
All right, Keon, what do you think?
One thumb. Yeah.
He said, I'm gonna be here with mine. All right. For me, I think I'm in agreement with Christian and Keon. It's cool, but I was hoping for something better. Maybe I'll wait for the OnePlus 5T like last year, and I'll be pleasantly surprised. No, I have the OnePlus 3T, but we know that's what they're gonna do.
No one talks about it. Design. Are we talking about design here?
It looks like an iPhone. It looks like an iPhone. It looks like an iPhone. Whatever. It looks like an iPhone.
Is it bad though?
No.
Exactly. That's what I'm waiting for. Is that a bad thing? Okay,
it's not a bad design. It's not a bad design, but let's all be real. It looks like an iPhone. The camera spacing, everything. If all they need is a freaking Apple on the back of it, we'd be fine. All right. Xbox One at Scorpio. Javon, what do you think? 2 thumbs? What are you putting up? All 10
like 10 fingers?
What does that mean?
Wait, hold on. Javon, are you buying the One X?
Oh
yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
Of course he is.
Are you buying the One X like day 1, week 1, whatever?
Yeah, he is. Exactly. This kid, Jordan ain't going to eat that.
See, Javon is who they made this for. It's the enthusiast that has money. Like literally.
No, not that money. This is for the PC gamer that wants to play with his friends.
You don't even play. Who are you gonna play with? You don't have friends.
Playing your PC.
I have friends
on your 1080 Ti PC.
I have friends on
Javon
Xbox
has his brother on Xbox Live. That is it. He has his brother and me, and I don't even play Xbox no more because I got rid of
one other question though. In E3, because I didn't watch Microsoft perform, but did they talk about any of the extracurricular things about Xbox? Because for me, Xbox is a multimedia system where it's
not really a gaming system. Yeah,
they've been playing it down since the original one debacle. Whatever I was like,
they're trying to get back in the game.
They are talking about Cortana being that digital assistant in your living room.
Totally guys, I was trying to get into final thoughts. We were not trying to get into this.
I just wanted to do 2 last questions.
Look, all right, Javon, 2 thumbs up for the Xbox One X.
10 fingers.
He had 10 fingers and 10 toes.
Of course.
And one more finger.
Christian. Oh my God. Moving on. Christian, what about you? What do you think?
Look, I think come Christmas time, when you can get a deal for $100 less and you got the funds for it, get one. Otherwise, chill, wait for a sale.
All right, Keon.
Unless you got extra money and you got a 4K TV or 4K monitor, buy a One S.
Exactly.
Hey, it has FreeSync.
We play all the same games.
That's not what I said, Javon.
It has FreeSync.
For me, I'm gonna go with. I might get it if it goes $100 down, like Christian said. If it gets a little, just on principle alone, because I don't think it's worth $500. Or like Christian said, I don't want to pay $500. let me just
statement. That's a better statement.
I don't want to pay $500. All right, guys, let's get into our closing remarks. Keon, you're our guest tonight. I don't even know if you're a guest anymore at this point, but come on, where can they find you? Where can we find you on social media, man?
Yeah, if you need to find me anywhere, again, it's Khalzr, KHALSZR. I have YouTube, but whatever. I also write for Your Tech Explain, hopefully maybe moving to a different site, but that's to be seen. But definitely go check out my reviews and whatnot on Your Tech Explain. Go check me out everywhere at Khalzr, and I'll probably be here a lot as well. So
yeah, he's on payroll now. Pay him out the rest of a token and a smile. All right, Christian.
Or just a smile.
Or just a smile. Great. Christian, where can we find you on social media, buddy?
Hey, man, on the Twitter, when I'm on there, rarely is the C Moore. That's the letter C, last name Moore.
All right.
You know, mostly come find me on Here's the Storm of Late, Quicksilver number, hashtag 1299 on Battle.net.
All right.
I'm a Hearthstone on occasion, sometimes Overwatch, but right now, mostly Here's the Storm. So hit me up. Let's go get some matches in. I need some people in my party. I need some friends for these quests and stuff. So let's do it.
What about your Instagrams?
I don't really do Instagram very much.
Oh, okay.
Once every month or so, I'll post.
Once every month, I'll post one thing.
I'll post one picture.
I'll post one pic. Javon, how about you? Where can they find you, man?
You guys can find me at Google Plus. It's Chip on the block.
Friendster, High Five,
MySpace, Black Planet. Follow my Black Planet profile, Javon89.
I'm on X videos.
You went way too far. We were making jokes, and then you
he had to get serious.
Yeah, like no bull. Like he is on X videos. Like
I'm on X videos, guys. All right. I'm also on Twitter. I'm at Javon52, I think, or 49.
Oh yeah,
I
you
think
got the new Twitter. That's right.
Yeah, I'm on Twitter now. I got personal Twitter now, so tweet me. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Instagram.
Javon49. It's private, so I got to vet you first before I accept you guys.
It's only pictures of him and his kid though, so like don't even.
and food.
Oh, yeah, his little health
here's my pancakes for breakfast.
Tons of his waffles in the
steak I made with nuts and twigs.
Veggie sausage, delicious.
Super healthy. Everything is made from the earth food.
All right, guys. You can find me on the only social media I have, which is why I keep plugging it. Instagram, Mike_Atch_. I don't have any other social media. Well, I have a Facebook, I think.
You got 2 underscores in your name, Mike?
On Instagram, because that's everybody else took Mike Atch. Like literally, like I don't know how many Mike Atches there are in the world, but apparently a lot.
What was your tag before though?
Shut up, Javon. So there's an inside joke me and Javon had because we watched this one dumb video and I lost like 8 followers because I changed my name to that. I think we call myself Opportunity the Rapper. Yeah, right? It was there all but 5 minutes, and I lost 5
people
followers.
Were not having it.
No, they were like, "Really? This dude's an idiot.
This sounds whack.
This is whack. He's whack. Delete." His life's whack. No, I'm on Instagram. You can find us all at the Chill Tech Twitter, at the Chill Tech YouTube channel, which is what you're watching this on now, and we also have a Chill Tech Instagram. So follow it. Javon hasn't been posting much on there lately, but we're going to get back onto it soon.
Yep, and the Facebook and
Twitch. And the Facebook.
For when we stream games.
All right, I'm not even going to plug that because nobody wants to play games.
Our biannual game stream.
Exactly. the annual game stream.
Right.
Come on, once a year, guys. August 26th.
It makes it special.
You know, none of us have played since the 1-year anniversary of Overwatch either. None of us have played, like none. So, yeah, we got to get back on that. Hopefully we get a Rocket League tournament started up again. I'm kidding. I don't even know if we can get on Rocket League anymore, but we find it. Well, thank you guys for being on tonight. Hope you guys have a great rest of the week. I just found out it was Wednesday, unfortunately, so I got to get up for work tomorrow.
Make sure you get up, Mike.
Damn it. All right, guys. You guys have a good night. Keon, thanks for joining us again.
Always.
End on a good note, please, Javon.
Hey, guys, don't forget to email us any of your questions and responses. If you have any inquiries for us at all, email us at info@chilltechstudio.com. Also, check out our website, guys, chilltechstudio.com, where we post all the latest geek and nerd stuff. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Christian and I have a couple of blogs on there, so make sure you guys check it out.
Yeah, guys, check out our stuff, man. Hopefully, we'll have some more people contributing to the website.
All right.
Until then, we'll see you later, guys. Oh, please.